century. How was I to know? I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I had been, but I could hear her voice calling in that cold mountain wind, in that cold mountain wind. Well, I drove for 10 long hours. I only made it 80 miles. My tank was running low now. I remembered when I was a child. Well, my mother said, son, be careful. Don't go out in life's cold storms. And if you do, just remember, I'll be there to keep you warm. And I didn't know where I was headed. I didn't know where I had been, but I could hear her voice a-calling in that cold mountain wind, in that cold mountain wind. Many a traveler has fallen victim to those stormy mountain snows. It was 10 below zero, and out of fuel I had to go. Well, I got out and I walked till morning, 'cause I was cold and frozen numb. I laid down along the roadside, 'cause I thought I was surely done. And I didn't know where I was going, and I didn't know where I had been, but I could hear her voice a-calling in that cold mountain wind, in that cold mountain wind. In the morning, the troopers found me. I was barely hanging on. When they asked me just how I made it, guess it was my mother that kept me warm. And I didn't know where I was headed, and I didn't know where I had been, but I could hear her voice a-calling in that cold mountain wind, in that cold mountain wind. Ooh. I didn't know where I was headed, and I didn't know where I had been, but I could hear her voice calling in that cold mountain wind, in that cold mountain wind. Nice. Thank you.
I wrote this song because I feel like everyone feels lost a lot of times in their lives. And so I wrote a song about it. That's all I got. No, I don't have cool stories to go with my songs.
Sometimes you don't need them.
Okay. Well, I lost my religion to a number of things. On the list I've been keeping, there is but one thing. Not a song on this earth should ever have done. She bore him a daughter, but he wanted a son. Well, I lost my religion like everyone else. You think you see heaven, but you're standing in hell. I lost my light, it was all I had to give. I lost my religion when I was just a kid. Well, I lost my religion like everyone else. I think you see heaven, but you're standing in hell. I lost my light, it was all I had to give. I lost my religion when I was just a kid. Well, I lost my religion to a number of things. The world is so rotten, and I was chosen to see the songs of the bad and the broken of heart. There's such a long line, I don't know where to start. Well, I lost my religion like everyone else. You think you see heaven, but you're standing in hell. I lost my light, it was all I had to give. I lost my religion when I was just a kid. I lost my religion when I was just a kid. Thank you.
Well, hey. So I guess the first song that I'm going to start out with is the first song that I ever wrote. Just because I think, even though I've grown as a writer from then, I started writing whenever I was 12. And I came up to my mom and I was like, Mom, I want to write a song. And she has been an experienced songwriter, and she's like, Alyssa, I think that you can do it, but, it's going to take a little bit of work. It's going to take a little bit of, effort to try to get where you want to be. I said, okay. So I sat down and I wrote this song, and it was okay for 12 years old. I mean, I'm not bragging on myself, but I just realized that this is a calling of mine and something that I need to do. And so we are going to start out with Blue Carolina Rain. Hope you enjoy it. True young love at age 18, with plans to marry in the spring. Now he's on his way to war, and as he's headed out the door, it was like Blue Carolina Her sorrow was high as those Appalachian peaks. To lose him now would cause her too much pain. So her tears fell down like blue Carolina rain. Sitting by the fire at 21, impatiently she waits for his return, praying nothing's changed the way he feels. As she listens to the rain on the windowsill, it was like blue Carolina rain rolling down her cheeks. Her sorrow was high as those Appalachian peaks. To lose him now would cause her too much pain. So her tears fell down like blue Carolina rain. And the lightning crashes and the thunder rolls as that army bus comes down the road. There's a knock on the door, and who does she see? The man she loved since age 18. Rush into his arms at 21, thankful to the Lord for his return. She said, I've always dreamed about this day, and from this day on I'll never go away. It was like blue Carolina rain rolling down her cheeks. Her joy was as high as those Appalachian peaks. To be with him now, it took away her pain. So her tears fell down like blue Carolina rain. So her tears fell down like blue Carolina rain.
That was very nice. I think you polished that a little bit since you were 12, though. Sometimes we just think we have everything figured out, and everything's going real fine. And all of a sudden something happens, and it's not all fine. And we can't figure out why. And that's just the way it goes in life, and that's the name of the song. That's the way it goes. It's also the title song of my CD. And if you all buy a CD tonight, it's a very special thing because you can get a CD and give $10 to the Harper School, because I'm going to give all the proceeds from the sales of the CD to Harper School. So, here's yours.
And one garden.
So this is my song called "That's the Way It Goes," and it's the title song on the CD. Sometimes you may be happy, and other times you're bound to lose. You can't control the way love treats you, 'cause that's the way it goes. Yeah, life is like a roller coaster. It's filled with highs and lows. It'll break your heart in a single moment, 'cause that's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the way it goes. A year ago, we were lovers, and the time came round for you to go. Now I'm just your distant memory, 'cause that's the way it goes. Yeah, life is like a roller coaster. It's filled with highs and lows. It'll break your heart in a single moment, 'cause that's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the way it goes. When you left me crying. You're gone forever, this I know. My broken heart has never mended, 'cause that's the way it goes. Yeah, life is like a roller coaster. It's filled with highs and lows. It'll break your heart in a single moment, 'cause that's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah, life is like a roller coaster. It's filled with highs and lows. It'll break your heart in a single moment, 'cause that's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Thank you very much. Patrick, I think you were on that song, weren't you? Yeah, Patrick helped me record that song. It's real pretty. Missed that part.
Not a lot of my songs have lyrical meaning, I must say. So I can't say a lot about it. But I really like the sound of it. All right. Try not to drown, try to skip down, try to remember how this all went down. I'm alone, please don't go. I'm alone, please don't go. Try to stand high, try to do right, try to remember how to win this fight. I'm alone, please don't go. I'm alone.
Okay, so a little bit about my next song. I recently just got this guitar back in September, right? Okay, it's been about a year. Wow, I can't believe I have had this guitar for a year. But while I was on the search, I had the privilege of playing several vintage guitars, and which were way out of my price range, but I love them. But it just got me thinking of where these guitars have been. Like, who knows what kind of life they had, who played them, where they've been, you know, and it just spawned into this song. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Old Guitar. I don't know the places that you've been to, and I don't know who you've called your friend, and I don't know when you sang your last song for anyone who has an ear to lend. Were you a gift to a boy with fire in his heart that hung you up when dreams have all run dry? Or did you play under the lights of Music Row? Or did you write a song that made somebody cry? With one touch you live again. A new melody begins. They say that every good thing has strings attached, and your story has been written, and every ding and every scratch. Are there secrets that are hidden in your scars? Tell me, what's your story, old guitar? Did you travel coast to coast in the backseat of a car and play for tips to try to get back home? Or did you hitch a ride with the wind and live a gypsy life, never knowing exactly where you'll go? Did you play Ring of Fire in some old smoky bar, or Amazing Grace at church on Sunday morn? Either way, you're touching souls and mending broken hearts and changing lives with melodies reborn. Music flows within your grain, sharing pleasure, sharing pain. They say that every good thing has strings attached, and your story has been written in every ding and every scratch. Are there secrets that are hidden in your scars? Tell me, what's your story, old guitar? You're in the hands of a girl that's out there chasing dreams. She's got a lot of scars just like you. She's got the same music running through her veins. You've given her the faith to see it through. Well, we've been loved, but we've been worn, but we have weathered through the storm. It's time to show the world what we can do. They say that every good thing has strings attached, and our story has been written in every ding and every scratch. I know there are secrets in your scars. Let's find our story, old guitar. places that we'll go to. And I don't know who will call her friends. I just know we will play every song for anyone who has an ear to lend.
Wow. Nice song.
Thank you.
Okay. This song was just entered in a major songwriting competition, the Blackberry Festival. Didn't win. That's just the way it goes. I grew up in a river valley in southwestern Pennsylvania, and we had a lot of mountain streams like we do around here. And I was actually, the way this song came about is I was watching the news one day at lunchtime, and I was actually in my studio working, writing songs, and they told about this girl falling off a waterfall here in North Carolina and dying. And I thought, wow, that, even if you didn't die, that could really put a damper on your day, falling off a waterfall. I've had the honor of doing that one time when I was drifting a creek with my deer hunting buddy, and we went over about a 25-foot waterfall in a canoe. I was okay until we hit the bottom. And he got out of the water okay too, and he says, boy, that was really a big bump at the bottom. And I said, that bump at the bottom was you landing on me. I came out on the bad end of that stick. But so anyway, that thought of just how waterfalls could be a bad thing when you're not expecting them made this song come along. And a lot of people have said this song is a love song, and other people have said it's kind of a religious song. Now, I guess it could be both, or either one. I have to read it, I'm sorry. Just like a rolling river, passing little towns along the way. Seems like it runs on forever, and the current's taking me away. Life's like that rolling river, sometimes it turns to waterfalls. Rivers don't run on forever, they disappear into the sea. And I'm floating down that river, trying to miss the waterfalls, never knowing when they're coming, never knowing when to call out your name. I'm trying not to drown now, I've been swept away by the waterfalls. Looking forward to tomorrow, when all of this won't matter at all. 'Cause I'm floating down that river, trying to miss the waterfalls, never knowing when they're coming, never knowing when to call out your name. can swim that old river, and I'm not afraid of the waterfall. I'm just floating down that river, trying to miss the waterfalls, never knowing when they're coming, never knowing when to call out your name. I'm just floating down that river, trying to miss the waterfalls, never knowing when they're coming, never knowing when to call out your name. Ooh. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That was beautiful.
Kind of went along with your last one too.
This one I wrote because I went through a very rough time period in my life not too long ago, and I felt like I was the worst human being that has ever existed on the face of the planet. And I wrote a song about it. I like it. It's bluesy. I hope you like it too. I celebrate the common sinner, 'cause a man is only his needs. I will rectify my mortal action as long as there's someone to please. I will rip you down, oh baby, from a height I'll never reach. I'm a low-down, dirty devil, and oh, I love to preach. I'm a devil, baby, darling, can't you see? Ain't no angel that can come and rescue me. I'm a devil, baby, nah, that ain't no lie, and it ain't gonna change no matter how I feel inside. I'm a devil, oh baby, hey. I'm a devil, oh baby. But if you're not pretty lover, there's no shame in saving face. When you call on me to deliver, I will gladly come steal your grace. I am sanctified by the praise of you, sinner down here on your knees. I'm a low-down, dirty devil, and this world is as rotten as me. I'm a devil, baby, nah, that ain't no lie, and it ain't gonna change no matter how I feel inside. I'm a devil, baby, darling, can't you see? Ain't no angel that can come and rescue me. I'm a devil, oh baby, hey. I'm a devil,
So this next song that I'm going to do, I wrote about 2 years ago, and I recently, or well, not recently, but I got out of a relationship not too long before I wrote this song, and I was like, Lord, why are you giving me this song? I mean, I had no idea why. I was like, this is not how I am feeling. This is not what I am thinking. You know, what is up? And then 2 years later, I found out why. Because my boyfriend had walked into my life. He had been there for 5 years of my life. I posed as my best friend. So, and it just matches our relationship down to a T. We had classes with him. Everyone else evidently knew it except for us. So this is Your Love Was Right in Time. I don't think my feet have even touched the ground ever since you started hanging around. My life before was short of tragic, but life with you was more like magic, and I don't want to come back down. I'm in the palm of your hand, I'm wrapped around your finger, I'm floating on the clouds with the love you give to me. With you there's blue skies ahead, storm clouds will never linger, and never has a captured heart ever felt so free. I've been hoping and praying for love I could call mine, and your love was right in time. The way we are is how it's meant to be. Not a single line, but a love sweet harmony. Never have I heard a song that made me want to join along. Now I'm dancing to your melody. I'm in the palm of your hand, I'm wrapped around your finger, floating on the clouds with the love you give to me. With you there's blue skies ahead, storm clouds will never linger, and never has a captured heart ever felt so free. I've been hoping and praying for love I could call mine, and your love was right in time. The touch of your hand makes me come alive. I can see my whole world when I look into your eyes. And I think it's kind of crazy that after all this time, I still can call you mine. I'm in the palm of your hand, I'm wrapped around your finger, I'm floating on the clouds with the love you give to me. With you there's blue skies ahead, storm clouds will never linger, and never has a captured heart ever felt so free. I've been hoping and praying for love I could call mine, and your love was right in time. I've been hoping and praying for love I could call mine, and your love was right in time.
Many years ago, and I can say that with confidence, my bass player and I were traveling from one gig to another, and we were going actually from Bluefield, West Virginia to Clarksburg, West Virginia, and we ended up in Keystone, West Virginia. And every time I tell people that are from West Virginia or know the area, say, you don't go through Keystone when you go from Bluefield to Clarksburg. And I said, well, you do if you're lost. And so we were going through there, and we saw this. It looked like a big, giant Airstream trailer. It was one of those diners like Dale Jarrett's diner used to be out there on the highway. And there were probably 40 great big 18-wheel rigs sitting there, parked up along the mountain right by that place. And I said, wow, there must be something going on in this place. It's either illicit or really good food, one of the two. So we decided to take a chance at going because we were starving, and we went inside, and there's this big burly truck driver sitting there, and there's 2 chairs right beside him at the bar. So we sat down, and I looked over, and I said, what do we do? And about that time, this little lady, about 5'1", walks out, and she's got red hair kind of sticking out like this, and she's got a white, butcher's apron on, and there's chicken blood all over her hands, and she's wiping it off. She says, can I help y'all with something? I said, I don't know. And the guy says, order the fried chicken. I said, all right. I said, 2 orders of fried chicken. She said, white meat or dark meat? I said, bring them both. You bring him dark, bring me white, we'll share. He said, all right. That was the best fried chicken I ever had in my life, and that's where this song came from. There's a little lady named Sadie. At a crossroads in the highway between Bluefield and Clarksburg, at the Silver-Sided Diner Cafe, there is a lady proprietor I used to sit and talk to, drink a beer and pass the time of day. Well, that lady would sit and listen to my stories and my troubles at the Silver-Sided Diner Cafe. Well, I used to sit for hours, how I'd love to see her smile. Lord, how I wish I could have stayed. She's my Appalachian lady. She's the girl in all the truckers' dreams. She's my Appalachian lady. She's the queen of Keystone, West Virginia. Well, all the truckers go for comfort from this little red-haired lady at the Silver-Sided Diner Cafe. 'Cause that lady sits and listens to their stories and their troubles while they drink their beers and pass the time away. 'Cause she's their Appalachian lady. She's the girl in all the truckers' dreams. Yeah, she's their Appalachian lady. She's the queen of Keystone, West Virginia. I hope she'll always be there between Bluefield and Clarksburg at the Silver-Sided Diner Cafe. Yeah, she's a sweet and tender lady, and all the truckers call her Sadie. And when I think of her, I'll always have to sing, 'cause she's my Appalachian lady. She's the girl in all the truckers' dreams. Yeah, she's my Appalachian lady. She's the queen of Keystone, West Virginia. Yeah, she's my Appalachian lady. She's the girl in all the truckers' dreams. She's my Appalachian lady. She's the queen of Keystone, West Virginia. Thank you. That was about Sadie.
I think I did this one last year, but it might be the only one that's old. All the other ones are new, so they're not refined yet. Okay. This is about, I'm sure everyone wonders what's going to happen when they die. It's about that. Use your imagination. to know where I stand, who I speak for. Everybody wants to know why I sing, who I die for. I just don't know. When I die, I wonder who'll be singing that sad song. When I cry, please don't wonder why I think I'm better off alone. Everybody wants to know when I stand, what do I stand for? And everybody wants to know when I sing, who I sing for. I just don't know. Thank you.
So, I guess the song that we're going to end with, a little bit about it. I'm a teacher for the Junior Appalachian Musicians Program, and so I work with the jam band that they have put together with the older kids, and they're called Blackberry Jam. And so I was trying to write them a song so that way they could take it out and go play it. And I never was kind of happy with it. It was just always like, meh. Like, no offense, Dawson, you're sitting in the back on your phone, I see you. But I was just always like, meh about it until 11 o'clock last night. And it did a completely 180 on me. And I was like, okay. But I fell in love with it. So if y'all are the praying kind, send prayers. And if you're good vibing, whatever kind of good energy this way, prayers especially, to get me through this song, I really would appreciate it. But I love it. I love this song. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. And it's called Blackberry Jam. Betty, June, and me grew up a field away. We were the best of friends and are still to this day. But now and then, like sisters, we'd squabble and we'd fight. One day Mama heard us and gave us this advice. Life is just kinda like blackberry jam. Without a lot of sugar, it's too tart for you to stand. So mind your words and actions and do the best you can to spread a lot of sweetness in this blackberry jam. Mama's words of wisdom ring true to this day. Be kind and be careful what you say. Hang on. You never know who's hurting or who needs a helping hand. So spread a lot of love in this blackberry jam. Well, life is just kind of like blackberry jam. Without a lot of sugar, it's too tart for you to stand. So mind your words and actions and do the best you can to spread a lot of love in this blackberry jam. So mind your words and actions and do the best you can to spread a lot of sweetness in this blackberry jam. Yeah, we'll be right back.